Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there is no problem with my audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello everyone, good evening, good evening. I hope that I'm audible for everyone and there's no problem with the audio or the video. Okay, great, amazing. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us and then we'll start with our today's class. Okay. Okay, in the meanwhile, if you guys have any kind of questions, please do let me know. Shakti, we have already discussed about it. The attendance links will be shown in the middle of the class itself, and you will have to fill up the attendance form on the basis of that. Do you guys have any questions? Like in the meanwhile, while we are waiting for everyone to join us, if you guys have any questions that you would like to discuss, let's do that. How to integrate CSS, HTML, and Python? Okay, so first of all, HTML, CSS are front end like scripting languages that are there to help you make the front end, whereas Python can only be used in the back end of the entire thing. Okay, it cannot be used in the front end. So that is the main portion. So you can either use Django or Flask as your backend framework of choice for Python. And as far as your front end, yes, you can keep it in simple HTML and CSS as well. Okay. Does DevTown start web development full stack series? Not on YouTube. We have our internship and training program. There we have the full stack training from scratch. Difference between mean and MERN stack. So in mean stack, the front end framework is Angular, whereas in MERN stack, the front end framework is React. The rest of the back end stuff is the absolute same. That is the basic difference between them. Yes, during the session itself. Are you guys going to send us the code sheet for the projects? No, yes, we won't be sending you the code for the project. Yes, we'll be coding the project in the class itself, and that video would be online, but the code won't be shared with you. You'll have to refer to the video while creating the project. Yes, Soham, the PPT hasn't been sent out yet. It will be sent during the bootcamp itself, but that will be decided by the PR team. So we are just waiting for them. What is Bootstrap? So Bootstrap is like a CSS framework for choice that was developed by Twitter. Okay, and right now we are at Bootstrap 5 or 4 if I'm not wrong. But see, the problem with Bootstrap is that it has been a very long period of time since it has been revised. So right now, if you want to prototype something in a very quick manner, so writing the CSS code from scratch won't be a good efficient method to do it. So you are having these frameworks like Bootstrap as well as Tailwind. My personal favorite is Tailwind. I usually use that for prototyping, but that is a personal choice to you. Code with Akhil, yes, the Netflix clone isn't responsive enough because the topic hadn't been taught in the bootcamp. So whatever had been taught in the bootcamp, we were only taking that while creating the basic project. That is the reason why. Okay. The Netflix projects, sorry, the Netflix certificates will be sent in this week itself. Okay. According to me, Tailwind CSS is the best. Okay, so still we haven't got a lot many number of people who are joining us as of this particular moment. Could you guys, like, if your friends haven't joined yet, could you just inform them so that we can start off with today's class? Is there something that is there today? Because I'm not able to see, like, I was expecting at least 200 people to come live right now. I'm not able to understand why people haven't turned up today. Do you guys have any idea about the same? Devesh, you just cross check with Ashish if the messages have been sent to all the WhatsApp groups or not. Okay, so no issues in that. Let's start off with our today's class. Those who haven't come out, we cannot do anything for them. Okay, so today, whatever we have learned in HTML yesterday, we are going to implement it today. We'll be working on some small examples so that we are able to like learn as much as we can. The purpose of this problem set is to help you practice writing HTML. We want you to build confidence and master the basics of HTML, and that can only be done with the help of practice. That is our aim behind these so-called problem statements. Now whenever you are whenever you are doing some kind of uh, work in, especially in HTML CSS JavaScript, just keep that door open. Okay, don't keep it closed. So whenever you are doing something related to HTML CSS JavaScript or other languages as well, you can take reference to MDN references. Okay, let me just open it up. MDN HTML documentation. So as you are able to see, this is the MDN web docs for HTML, and all the different tags that are there and its related informations are given right over here. So for example, let's take up HTML elements. So you are able to see every single element that you can use, every single tag that you can use in HTML is specified right over here, and you can just go to any of these tags. You can look at how it works and how you can use it. You can even try it out as well right over here. So it is a very great documentation for HTML CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so do use this and see. Web development is something that you need to understand. uh, it's not bad or it's not a taboo to use Google. Nobody can know everything. Web development is a very vast field. So at any point of time, if you have some questions, if you have some queries, you're not able to understand something, you can of course Google it. Okay, you can Google it, you can read about it, understand it thoroughly, and then move further. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So let's move on to our PPT again. The first problem statement that we are having is we want to make a button. Okay, so again, let us assume that I don't know how to create a button in HTML. So what I will do, I will go to Google. I will just type HTML button button. Okay, it will take me to W3 schools or even the MDN documentations. As you are able to see, you are having a button tag. Okay, so it says click me inside of it, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's move on from right over here into the code. We'll make some changes. We'll remove the div tag in its entirety because we don't require it anymore. Inside of the body tag, we want to have a button. Okay, first of all, we want to have an h1 tag. Okay, so let's have an h1 tag right over here. Let's say this is a button. Okay, that is what we want to say right over here. So this is a video button. Then in the next line, we want to have the button itself. So we have looked at the code for the same button button, and inside of it we want to have the text click here. So let's have the text inside of it, click here. So this is how you are easily able to create. So let us save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page, and as you are able to see, we have created the exact same thing that had been asked from us in the PPT. Okay, so as you are able to see, whatever has been asked from us in the PPT, we have created it the exact same way. Okay, the exact same way. Similarly, let's move on to the next topic. Let's see, check all the headings. Okay, so we want to, so in HTML, like we have seen the h1 heading right over here. This is the h1 tag. Okay, now there are six heading tags. Okay, the h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, and h6. Now there is no h0, there is no h7. It ranges from 1 to 6 only, with 1 being the largest and 6 being the smallest. So let us look at that as well. Let's remove this. This is h1, and let's just copy paste it 5 more times down below. Let's change the numbers. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Similarly, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Let's change this as well, 6. Okay, so let's save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page, and as you are able to see, these are the 6 different heading tags that are there, which with H1 being the largest and H6 being the smallest. There's no H0, there's no H7 or further on as well. This is H1 to H6. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. I didn't have any attendance for the Netflix loan class. Can I submit it now? Can I get a certificate for that? Code with Akhil, I don't think so that would work. Like, it will depend upon our team itself, but I don't think so they will accept that. But sure, you can try to submit it as well. If you get the certificate, that's great. Can you get a project created, central course containing both front end and back end? Kushbu, that would be a very large course, and in 7 days it won't be possible. That is why to learn the entire front end, back end, DevOps, cloud computing, we have another training program that is of like 3 months long. It takes that much amount of time to learn all the things in depth. These are just introductory programs, introductory boot camps to get your feet wet in these new technologies. That is the reason why. Okay. Tell me how to save and run my code. So just Control S and that would save the code, and then come to the website and just reload it. That would show you the new website. Okay. Okay. So project submission will be letting you know afterwards, not right now. Okay. It will be told to you at the 7th day itself. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. We are having list. Okay. So for the problem statement, you have to do is type out the HTML to create an unordered list. So what do we have, and what is the meaning behind an unordered list? What is the meaning of a ordered list? We need to understand that. So unordered lists are like bullet points. Okay. When you are having bullet points, these are unordered. These are not ranked in any way. Whereas an ordered list will be 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C. These will be ordered lists because there's some order within the list itself. Are you guys able to understand the difference between an ordered and an unordered list? Are you guys able to understand the difference between an ordered and an unordered list? An unordered list would look something like this. Okay, an unordered list would look something like this. This is an unordered list. Whereas an ordered list would look something like this. 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C. This is how an unordered and an ordered list look like. Okay. Okay, so what we have to do in HTML, whenever you want to create an unordered list, that is what we are going to create right now. So let's go back to our code. Okay, let's remove everything. When you are creating an unordered list, you need to declare, okay, that, okay, this is going to be an unordered list. For that, the tag is UL, okay. The tag is UL. Your entire list goes inside a UL tag that basically says that the list that is going to come is an unordered list. This list that is there is an unordered list. Now inside of the unordered list, you are going to have your list items. So each of these bullet points is called as a list item, or in HTML it is li or list item. Okay, so you are going to have an li right over here. So maybe you want to have like HTML as your first element, then you want to have your CSS as your second list item, and then your JavaScript as your third list item, so JS. So this is what you want to have. Let's save it from right over here. So you need to enclose the list items inside of a UL tag to basically say that these list items are all a part of an unordered list. Okay. If you go to your static template and reload the page, you will be able to see that we have created an unordered list right over here. If you want to change it into an ordered list, then this just needs to be replaced by O. Okay, an ordered list will be OL. Okay, not UL. Then as saving it from right over here, going back to our website, reloading the page, you'll be able to see that this has been converted into an ordered list right now. Okay, so that is the UL and the OL tags. Then we are having this tree that has been made. Okay, there's one line that connects the div tag to the p tag as well. We need to convert this HTML tree to code. Okay, that is our aim right over here. So first of all, we need to see that, okay, inside the body tag there is an h1 tag and a div tag. So let's go back to our code. Let's inside the body tag, we are first having an h1 tag. So first we are having an h1 tag, and then we are having a div tag. Okay, then we are able to see that inside the div tag we are having a paragraph tag and another paragraph tag. So we are having two paragraph tags right over here. Okay, so let's go back to our code. Let's write it down. So many of you are very late today. I don't know why, but please guys, be on time. Don't be so late when the classes are happening. So inside the div tag we are having two paragraph tags. Now we'll just put up some content. This is DevTown, and then we are having two paragraph tags, so HTML and CSS. Let's just put some random text. Okay, so we are going to save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. Okay, so this is DevTown and then HTML CSS, then open up the tree generator. So we are having body. Instead of body we are having your h1 and the div tag, and inside the div tag we are having your two paragraph tags. Okay, are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know. Guys, please be prompt. Okay, great. So I'm able to see one question. How can we create an ordered list with alphabets? Okay, so for that what you have to do is, let's go back a bit. Let's remove all this. Get the UL if it's possible. Okay, so we need the OL, ordered list. So in ordered list, if you want to, so by default it is numbers. But for example, if I want to take it to like small alphabets. Okay, so I just wrote it at a very wrong spot. Control X. So you have to attach an attribute to the same. So OL type is equals to A. Okay, that will change it to, let's reload the page, ABC. Okay, now if I want to keep it as capital A, just change it to capital A, save it from right over here, go to your website, reload the page. Now it will be in capitals. Now if I want to change it to, let's say, Roman numerals, so I need to put an I and then save it. Okay, and then go back to our website, reload the page. That should give us Roman numerals. Yeah, that should give us Roman numerals. Now if I want to change it to capital Roman numerals, okay, so for that we'll have to change it to capital I, save it, go back to our website, save it, go back to our website, reload the page, and that should give us capital Roman numerals directly. Okay, so that is how you will be able to change the type of the number as well. You're able to see OL type is equals to, or if you want to have numbers, you can either put type is equals to 1, or you can put up like you can just remove the entire thing. By default it will show numbers itself. Okay, okay, so let's move on to the next part. Let's see what is there. Making a hyperlink. So how many of you are able to understand the concept of a link or a hyperlink? Okay, so you understand the concept of a link. Any URL to any website, you click on it, it takes you to that particular page. That is called a link. Okay, that is a link to a particular website. Now when you are embedding that link to a particular word, so you are having Google, just Google written on it, but when you are clicking on Google, it takes you to www.google.com. That is called as a hyperlink. Okay, So you are having link, that is the entire like URL itself. When you click on it, it takes you to the website. And the second is you are having your word that has the link attached to it. So when you're clicking on that particular word, it is taking you to the website itself. That is called as a hyperlink. So let's create a hyperlink in right over here. So let's remove this. Let's just have HTML right over here. So if you want to create a hyperlink, the code for the same is AHREF. Okay, that is reference. There you have to put up the link to that particular website, and then you are having HTML. Let's take up a particular website from right over here. Control C, Control V. So right over here, as you are able to see, we have put up the link in href, and then you are having your double quotation marks. Inside of that, you are having your link, okay, and then you are having your HTML. So let's save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. So you're able to see this purple highlighting, underlining to the HTML that basically states that this is a link itself, hyperlink itself. When we are clicking on it, it will take us to that particular page itself. If we are going back, so this is the page that we had early on. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know how to do HTML on Code Sandbox. So just go to create sandbox and then select static. From there you will be having HTML from right over there. Yes, A stands for the anchor tag. That's absolutely correct. Amazing guys, amazing. So let's move on to the next particular thing. So now what we are going to do is we are having this mock-up of a particular website, and we need to recreate this website by looking at just this mock-up. So whatever we have learned up till now, we are going to use that to create this entire website using HTML. Okay, can you show the code for hyperlink again? Sure. So this is the code for hyperlink. You are having A, that is the anchor tag. Then you are having the href, that basically reference to the website that you want to go to, and then you are having your website directly, and then the text that you want to put the anchor on, that is HTML. Are you guys able to understand? Are you guys able to understand this? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, so I'm able to see one more interesting question that is coming up. How can we start from the middle of the numbers or middle of the alphabets? So for that, there is another attribute associated with OL, ordered list. That is your start attribute. So let's just look at that as well if it's possible. Let me just, okay. So right over here, if I want to start from, let's say 50, okay, so let's have that attribute right over here. Start start is equals to, and then 50. Okay, let's keep it right over here, save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. So as you are able to see, it will start from 50, 51, 52. Similarly, if I want it to start from, let's say, like it's of type A, that is alphabet, I want to start it not from A, maybe something else. So let's start 3, let's save it from right over here, reload the page, and instead of starting from A, it will be starting from the third letter, that is C. Okay, so you can take up some attributes from right over here, and it would be easy to understand. So start as well as type are two attributes that are associated with your OL tag. Okay, whenever you are having some kind of questions like this, it's usually better to just Google it. You will be easily able to get the answers very quickly. Okay, what if you want to open the link on the new page? So there are attributes associated with the anchor tag that you can use to do that. That won't be a big issue. Okay, So why to write the HTML notion? Can't we write the link? When you're just putting up the link, it will come as text. It will come as default text, www.google.com. You don't want that. You want just Google to be there, so that when you're clicking on it, it will open up google.com. It looks neat. It looks clean. Okay? Okay, great. So this is what we want to create. Let's first look at the first line of code. The first line is basically an h1 tag itself. So I will be like the text, I will be putting it different, okay, because it would be very difficult to match the text again and again. So let's just assume that the text that I'm writing is the same thing. We need to focus upon the layout of the entire website. The content can be different. So let's go back to our website. The first thing that we want to start off with an h1 tag. So let's have an h1 tag right over here and then some gibberish. Okay, let's save it, go back to our website, reload the page, and as you are able to see, we are having an h1 tag right over here. The next line that we are having is by Shaurya Sinha. Now this looks almost half of the h1 tag, so let's assume that it is h3, okay, because it's almost half, the midway. So let's go back to our code, let's have an h3 tag as well, created by Shaurya Sinha, and let's just increase the size of this as well. So let's save it from right over here. Go back to our website, reload the page, and as you are able to see, the h1 I've made it a little bit bigger, and the h3 is in the next line right over here. But as you're able to see, the Shaurya Sinha does not matches it properly. Like by Shaurya Sinha, and then like the Shaurya Sinha is in italics, as you're able to see. We want it to be in italics. For that, we are having another tag, that is the I tag. So why not h2 tag? See, right over here you are able to see this is the h1, and then this is almost half of this letters. So h1 is the largest, h6 is the smallest, so half of that would be h3. That is an approximation. You can of course like experiment with it. Like h2, is it looking almost similar to the design? Is h4 looking very similar to the design? So on and so forth. So for italics, we can either use em or we can use I tag. So I'm going to use the I tag itself. So we just need to enclose the Shaurya Sinha in an I tag. Let's just enclose it in an I tag right over here, and let's just save it. Go back to our website, reload the page, so we are able to have a Shaurya Sinha that is in italics right over here. Okay, the next we are able to see, we need to have a paragraph tag, normal, April 22 2021. Let's change that as well. So let's put up a paragraph tag right over here, and let's have the today's date, so that is 29th April 2022. Let's save it right over here, go back to our website, reload the page, and we are able to have our 29th April 2022 right over here as well. Next, let's look at the image. So we are having an image as well. We haven't learned how to insert an image into our website. First, we need to find this image. For that, that is the MDN logo itself. So MDN logo, let's search for it on the web. More images. Let's look at, let's take up this one. It looks very similar to what we are going to use. Let's save it. Okay, save image as. Let's have it as logo. Logo 101. Save. Now what we have to do is, once we have saved the image, we need to import it inside our packages as well. So we are having our files right over here. We need to upload the image right over here. So just click on upload files. I think so I will have to reload the page. So let's reload the page itself. So I will have to upload some files right over here. It's taking some time to open up the upload. I don't know why it's taking some time to do this. Okay, let's directly upload it. Okay. Could not sign in unauthenticated. Okay, so I will have to sign in. So let's sign in with Google for right now. I think so. This should work. Okay, so I've uploaded the logo 101.png right over here. Now I can use it inside. So let me just put it back down. Let's take this right. Is the size. Now we need to have a image. So for image we are going to use the img tag. Okay, for image we are going to use the img tag. In src we are going to put up the name of the image that we currently uploaded. So that was logo 101.png. Okay, that is the logo that the name of the image that we uploaded. Now there is another attribute associated with this image called as alt, or the full form is alternate text. Okay, so what does the meaning of alternate text mean? So when a web browser or a search engine, especially like Google, is going through your website trying to understand what is there on your website, it is not able to understand images. It is not able to see an image and like just infer that what this image is about. So you are having this alternate text that basically is a description about that image. Now, for example, a blind person comes to your website and he is using a screen reader to go through your website. For every image, that blind person is not able to see it. So the screen reader will then read through the alternate text that will basically give a description of the image as well. Now sometimes when our internet is not working, the internet is not proper, we try to reload the page but it's not working, the image does not get loaded properly. At that point of time, the alternate text is something that comes up when you are hovering over the image. Basically tells you a description about what was that image about. So right over here, this is logo of MDN. So we have got an alternate text right over here. So let us save this, go back to our website, reload the page. As you're able to see, we are having our image as well as of this particular moment. Okay, next we are able to see that there's again a paragraph tag and then some unordered list. So that would be very easy to create. I guess everybody would be able to do this. Okay, we need a paragraph tag. We have some gibberish written right over here. Once that gibberish is over, we need to go to the next line, create a UL. To create the list items, we just need li. So HTML, li, CSS, li, JavaScript. So once you are saving this from right over here, yeah, src means source. Okay, we are going back to our website, reloading the page, and we have created the entire thing. The same thing that you are having right over here, we have created it using HTML in what we have learned up till now. Okay, when we cannot see image, we can see in alternate info. Okay, that's great. So do we need to remember all these HTML notation tags? Riyadh, see, I don't remember all the tags. Frankly speaking, nobody can. But with practice, the basic tags you will start to grasp and remember automatically. It's all about practice. The more that you practice, the more you will be able to remember. It's not about ratification. Okay, you cannot just rote learn everything. That won't be possible right over here in web development or in any programming field. You will have to understand stuff. Okay. Yes, you can change the type of bullets in an unordered list as well. Okay. You guys able to understand? Please let me know. Can we change the resolution of the image? You can change the size of the image. We will be learning about it when we'll be starting with our CSS from tomorrow. Okay. Okay, great. So everybody is able to understand everything. So here we'll be stopping off with our HTML. From tomorrow we'll be starting off with our CSS portion. Here I have completed most of the things that are essential for you to start and complete the project. Okay, these are the basics of HTML. There's a lot more that you will have to learn. Okay, but no issues in that. Next we are going to start off with our CSS. Okay. Okay, so I will show you the attendance link right now. Please take a screenshot of the attendance link and please like fill it up. So how to give margin on the left side. Tasu Febad, we'll be learning about this when we'll be learning about CSS. In CSS, you are putting your margins, your paddings, your spaces and all those kind of stuff. So we'll be learning about that at that point of time. Okay? Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys. Today we won't be having any Insta live session. Tomorrow we'll be going live again on Insta. Today there won't be any Insta live session. So we'll meet tomorrow. We'll be starting off with the basics of CSS tomorrow. We'll be completing the basics of CSS tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a longer class, according to me. And day after tomorrow, we are going to learn about advanced CSS like padding, margin, all those kind of stuff. So that too would be a very long class. So today I've kept the class a bit short. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, the attendance link is on your screen. You have to type it out individually and then you have to fill it up. The attendance link always works. Okay, so I think so you have come for the bootcamp for the first time. That's why you are asking. This is the attendance link. Take a screenshot, type it out, and just fill it up. Okay, okay. So as you're able to see, the attendance link is working. 4 people have already filled the form, so there's no problem with the attendance link. So we'll meet tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.